Hey, Jonathan Clark, Cra-Z-Dreams Life Coaching. Listen, if you have ever been in an unreconciled relationship or held a grudge, or if you know somebody who's holding a grudge, today's message is for you. And so today I want to talk to you about something that can go a long way towards healing broken relationships and building healthy relationships, and that's apologizing. Specifically, I want to talk to you about apologizing between parents and their kids, right? So there's a lot of parents out there who think that because they're in charge and they're in a position of authority in the house, that they don't have to apologize or they shouldn't have to apologize. That could not be further from the truth. In fact, there are long-term consequences when a parent makes a habit out of offending their children and not apologizing for their actions. So we're going to talk about those consequences, but first I want to talk about what an apology is, what it consists of, the benefits of apologizing, and then we'll get to the consequences. So first of all, an apology is a show of remorse or regret for an act you've done against somebody that's expressed to that person. It can be expressed verbally, it can be expressed in writing. Usually you want to express it the way that you're comfortable communicating, and also in a way that the person will receive it well. Either way is fine as long as you express it to the person. And there's three components to an apology. First, you want to communicate your apology, that you're sorry. Secondly, you want to commit to change your behavior so that the offense doesn't happen again. And then thirdly, you want to change. You want to change your behavior, because if any of those three are absent, your apology is null and void. You nullify your apology if you continue to commit the same offense over and over again. Your apology is going to fall on deaf ears eventually. So you want to make sure you commit to changing and that you change your behavior going forward so that you stop doing whatever offended the person that you care about. So what are the benefits to that? There are several benefits to apologizing, especially when it comes to your children, your kids. Number one, it teaches them humility and how to put other people's feelings that they care about above their own, and how to put doing the right thing above their pride. Secondly, it teaches accountability. Teaches them how to be responsible when they make mistakes. And thirdly, it builds trust, because now when you apologize, when you've hurt your kids, they know that they can trust you with their heart and with their feelings, and you're going to acknowledge their feelings, and you're going to also lift a burden of accountability from your kids, because if you don't apologize, they often take full responsibility for what happened and start to blame themselves and take on the full load, versus you accepting your part and carrying your part of the burden and lifting that from their shoulders. So all big benefits from apologizing. Now, what are the consequences? First, if you do not apologize to your kids and you continue to offend them and not apologize for your actions, and you've hurt them, then you teach them that love involves pain without accountability. If that's their expectation, then later in life they could become tolerant of behavior that's either unhealthy or abusive and not take steps to create boundaries or protect themselves. Secondly, it teaches pridefulness and stubbornness. So your kids are in turn going to mimic your behavior and carry those same habits into their future romantic relationships and relationships with their kids, even their friends. There'll be people that are hard to love because they hurt people, they don't accept responsibility, and they don't apologize. And then thirdly, it damages trust, because now they don't feel like they can trust you with their heart and with their feelings, because you repeatedly hurt them and not accept the responsibility for it. That's huge, because I know countless adults and people that I've worked with who carry that pain into adulthood and have a hard time maintaining healthy relationships, because their thinking is, if they can't trust their parents, if they couldn't trust their mom, couldn't trust their dad with their heart, how can they trust anybody else, right? Not a great way to go into adulthood, not a way to build a healthy marriage or build a healthy family. And you definitely don't want them carrying those habits forward to their own kids and passing it down from generation to generation. So please do the world a huge favor. When you mess up, when you make a mistake, apologize to your kids. Communicate your apology, commit to changing your behavior, and then change. Because as my wife would say to me, you know you're wrong, so just accept it, apologize for it, and move on and heal the relationship and go on to building better relationships for yourself in the future and prepare your kids to do the same. All right?